Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Spencer, and this is Leg Up Fitness. I'm an above knee amputee, and today we are going to go through an all encompassing upper body workout. So, this is going to have chest, this is going to have back, this is going to have shoulders, bis, and tris, and I'm also going to throw some shrugs in there as well. This is more of the part of the week where I work on a little bit more strength, lower reps on some of my movements, and then towards the end I'm going to hit it with finisher movements, 12 to 15. I'm feeling pretty good. Yesterday I did an hour of cardio. That was my rest day, but I still did my hour of cardio and it sucked. So after 2+ weeks of being on a deficit, my wife and I decided to go to K-Pot and be some big backs and refeed. So feeling pretty good, carved up. Yeah, we're gonna get a hell of a pump, and trying to think of what else there is to say. Oh, you're gonna see you're gonna see something with my bench press. I am a huge proponent of incline bench press. So that's gonna be that's my main staple when it comes to chest. Um, the funny thing is that it's not going to be super strong. I cannot I cannot push through my legs. So this is all just basically isolation and chest strength with a little bit of lat, obviously, but yeah, all right. I guess it's time to shut up and lift. Okay, so I warmed up with just the bar, about 20 reps. Was not enough weight. I had to add 10 on each side. But due to my forearm and my bicep feeling kind of fucky last week, I'm not really trying to push the weight super heavy. So I'm trying to really just gotta get a good squeeze, nice contraction, 4 to 6 reps, 4 sets. So. So that last set was, I wasn't scooted up far enough. A lot of it was primarily in my shoulders, so scooted it down, get more of an upper chest movement. All right, I had to go up in weight. It felt okay. It was just if I was going for higher reps. So I'm going for low reps. You go up in weight. See how this feels. Okay, so I had to go up and weight a little bit. Just wasn't the right weight for the low amount of reps I'm doing. If I was going higher reps, I'm really trying to burn it out, then yeah, that's fine. But no, this one, I'm trying to increase in how much I can lift with just the chest press, so. And not have my shoulders too much involved. That's good. Cool. Just gonna ride that one out. Like I said before, I'm not really counting the Smith machine bar. I know barbell is 45 pounds. It's easy. But since I'm not really sure how much this weighs, like I said, I'm just counting one side of the plates. As long as I keep moving up that way, still going up in weight. I couldn't give a shit about 1 rep maxes, any of that. That's not what I'm doing. I mean, if that's what you do, more power to you. Just not my thing. All right. To be honest with you, I couldn't even tell you what my 1 rep max is. It's hard to even take it serious if it's not just raw bench. Okay, shoulder press, dumbbell shoulder press. Pretty sure everybody's familiar with these. I have 40 pounds. I would go heavier. I mean, this is only 10 reps, 10 to 12. I would go heavier, but rotator cuff injuries. I'm really not trying to flare anything up, and this is one body part that I am like going up in such slow increments. Still progressive overload, but I'm not ego lifting this because it would put me out for a while. I wouldn't be able to bench. I wouldn't be able to do anything. Anyway, I typically don't like sitting straight up like this, but you can kind of adjust yourself by putting your chest out a little bit more. Just kind of focus on not locking out. Time under tension to make sure that concentrating on my shoulders. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to this weight. Pretty sure I can get 2 more sets of 12. I also couldn't care less about how many more I have in reserve. Your RIR, reps in reserve. That's something that like is really good when you're trying to go for failure or close to. Not for personally, not for this, not for me. I'm just trying to go up in weight, get stronger, work on my stability, and not completely fuck my rotator cuffs. So. I'm not gonna lie, I probably could have gone up in weight, but I'm gonna play it safe. All right, 1 more of those, then we'll move on to back. We're gonna do close grip V handle. Now, I don't know yet. Maybe wide. Do I want thickness or do I want width? So those who aren't familiar, when you're working your middle back, that's what gives your back the thickness. Whereas when you're doing wide grip or any kind of lat movement, it gives you back width and a V-taper. So it really helps for if you're looking for aesthetics to have broad shoulders, which in another video I talked about rear delts. Rear delts are something not everybody works and they should be working. But anyway, you're with your shoulders, V-taper, tiny waist. That's your primary aesthetic build. That felt good. Okay, so after much deliberation, 'twas decided to work on width. So, not doing heavy weight, just trying to stimulate the muscle, high reps. It's part of the finisher sets. Anyway, drive the elbows into the side, chest up. Squeeze. Try to get a stretch at the top. Whew. All right. Two more of these. You know, men's open and, for Mr. Olympia, top prize, $600,000. Which, holy shit, that's a lot of money. And I feel like it should be higher, along with all the other divisions. But what is kind of ridiculous, and I feel like maybe I'm just kind of taking it personal, maybe it's a slap in the face, I don't know. Maybe it's because they don't get as many people in the seats, but pretty sure, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the prize for anybody in the wheelchair division, which is, if I were to compete, would have to be in that division. Top prize, $16,000. Now, I feel like that's gross, just because people in my situation, similar situations, like, you already have to work hard to be an IFBB pro. But to do what we do and be consistent, it's a good thing nobody really does it for the money, I guess, huh? Because who does the wheelchair thing, I think they're doing it for themselves. Like, to know that they got there, that's gotta be a huge, huge boost. All right, doing a little finisher for the chest. This wasn't part of the plan, but I only did one chest movement and don't like that. So high reps, high to low, flies with a stretch. Okay, some quick burner sets, biceps and triceps. Trying to get a stimulation and a pump. So, not too heavy. Hopefully, we'll see. Oh man. And that's it for the burners. All right, so upper day is done. It's pretty good. How stupid does that sound? It's pretty good. Anyway, I liked the weight for the most part. I'm really kind of my biggest critic. Like, I could have gone heavier on shoulder press or bench, but I'm also like, take your time. You want longevity. Like, who the fuck do you have to prove yourself to? You know what I mean? So, but I mean, today was good. Last week I wasn't able to. I mean, we don't have a video of last week's upper, but I wasn't able to really do the bench the way I wanted to. It was weird. I had a pull on my forearm, and that was a new thing for me, so I had to go pretty light. But this week, all rested, all carved up. I got a pretty good pump out of all those exercises. So yeah, all in all, chalk it up as a good day. So,
how long did it take you to figure out that you couldn't drive through your heels for your bench workout? Like, how did you adjust to that?
So whenever I got back into lifting, like serious, after my accident, I jumped on the 5x5 routine, which is your 5 compounds, your 3 big lifts plus, I mean, it's squat, it's bench, barbell row, overhead press, and deadlifts. So I went at it with a powerlifting mindset. Your question was about the drive through my heels. When you go do a power lift, or whenever you're benching as a power lifter, you have to arch your back a lot. And I noticed that when I did that, like I said, it had been a few years since I really got into it again, but when I did that and I would unrack the bar, my leg, my prosthetic, wasn't keeping up. It was trying to, my prosthetic was trying to fall off after I unracked the bar, and it would tilt me, which, as you can see, it causes problems whenever you're trying to, train for any kind of strength. So that's kind of when I figured that out and started putting it into motion more towards the I guess the hypertrophy exercises, even though I had never done hypertrophy workouts before. So yeah.
What's harder right now, the diet or the training?
The diet, or I don't like to say diet, the deficit. I love weightlifting. I love picking up heavy shit and putting it back down. So I look forward to that all day. I mean, even at work, I'm like, gotta do this. But it's when you go into a major deficit, like you get in. I don't know about everybody else, but me, I get like irritable and I kind of like I snap, not like a psychopath, but like I guess sassy.
Like hangry?
Yeah, hangry. Yeah. And it's like it's nothing personal to anybody, but it's just fuck, I'm hungry. So I would definitely say the diet is the hardest part. I love training. So
What inspired you to lift?
this is gonna sound I'm gonna sound like a total nerd. It's fine. I don't give a shit. I grew up watching old movies like Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rambo, all that shit. That was like my first kind of like insight into bodybuilding. But I'm not gonna lie, Dragon Ball Z, 1,000,000%.
Who specifically?
Oh fuck, Vegeta. Yeah, no. Whenever I saw this dude in the gravity chamber, just training, like I'm like 12 years old watching this, and I'm like, all right, I need heavier clothes for some fucking reason. I was like looking up like back then you're looking up like weighted vests. Whenever you have fucking when DSL first came out, and AOL and all that. This is before MySpace. I mean, the weighted vests, they had like bricks on them, it looked like. And I was like, I need that. I need ankle weights. I need wrist weights. But no, yeah, Dragon Ball Z. It's really kind of what got me in the door. Yeah.
You are a nerd.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, so tomorrow is lower day, so actually, gotta see my phone real quick. Need to kind of look over what's happening tomorrow. Lower day, so we have your Smith machine squats, your RDLs. I don't know about this one, cable pull throughs. I'm not sure I want to integrate that. I feel like that puts a lot on my lower back, but I guess I can do it for the video. Some lying hamstring curls. My wife calls them your dear diaries. And some single leg calf raises. So yeah, I'm gonna of course do cardio, and then lower. So that's it. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, hit the bell. Remember, shut up and lift.